Tonight on NewsCenter, we sit down with MSU TV's Ashton Culp to talk about his new program. We cover Mental Health Week here on campus. We also talk to students about the future departure of a respected MSU staff member. All of this and more tonight on NewsCenter.
Good evening and welcome to NewsCenter. I'm Austin Mason, and here's what's making headlines for March 25th, 2021. Morehead State alumnus Dr. Shaw Wan donated $100,000 to MSU's chemistry department to help purchase new equipment. Wan, a 1977 graduate, returned last year to visit MSU's campus for the first time in over 40 years. Wan's donation will help the university buy necessary lab equipment used in multiple areas of chemistry, pharmaceuticals, and the food and beverage industries. Wan says he is proud to have studied at MSU and attributes his ability to be competitive in his field to Morehead's science department and its educators. MSU student Ashton Culp puts his creativity to work directing and co-producing MSU TV's Tuesday Talking Heads. NewsCenter sits down to discuss his time here at MSU and the shows he has been producing.
I grew up writing and loving it. I went to a lot of writing camps when I was younger. My mother always pushed me in my talent of writing. I changed my major my second semester of my freshman year, and I joined the 177 level practicum. I had no idea what to expect. All I knew is I was going to be working in a TV studio, and I'm like, I bet I'm not going to do anything, crazy fun. I was so wrong. I really enjoyed the people that I worked with. I started out doing camera work and working the teleprompt. When I was 277 this past semester, Tim was like, so we want younger and smaller level practicum people to have a chance at producing. And I'm like, I want to jump on that. So I did. And I created and named the first show I've ever hosted and produced called Spillin' the Tea. And I did that with two other co-producers. I didn't direct that time around. I didn't start directing until this semester, but as soon as I started producing and doing higher level work, I was like, this is exactly what I want to do with my life. My favorite part has been working with a group of people and slowly becoming a machine, basically, where each part is definitely needed. I mean, I think Tim has said that millions of times, is eventually once you start working with people, you become a well-oiled machine. You start, being able to work perfectly fine. And we're not quite there yet, but we're definitely getting there. What I want to put out there in my experience of hosting and directing producing this show is I want to focus on topics that are important to me, topics that are meaningful to me, such as I've had an activist for Black Lives Matter and LGBT rights on, and I've had another trans man on to discuss our experiences in transitioning and our future and our hopes for that. I just want to continue to bring on people for different aspects of both politics and just social issues that I am very concerned about or very into, I guess you could say.
This has been Tuesday's Talking Heads.
Morehead State's Baptist Campus Ministry's yearly spring break mission trip was canceled this year due to the university's COVID-19 restrictions. However, they still were able to share their work with the community. The group packed a week's worth of missionary work into one day last Saturday, with BCM students providing aid to churches all over the eastern Kentucky area. MSU's campus Baptist minister, Matthew Mofield, says that many of his students feel this experience has brought them closer together than they ever were. He adds that this was the best day they have had in a while. We'll be right back with your weather forecast after the break.
Are you interested in becoming a service dog sitter or handler? 4 Paws for Ability at MSU allows members to get involved with the Service Dog Association. During your membership, you could help future service dogs get used to a public setting and get accustomed to staying on the clock in a home environment. For more information, follow MSU 4 Paws or email msusda@outlook.com.
is Miranda with the weather forecast today. Today our current conditions in Moorhead were 65 and rainy. The humidity was at 73% and the winds were blowing at 16 miles per hour. All over Kentucky today, the weather temperatures have varied. In Paducah, it was 65, Bowling Green, 72, Louisville, 51, Frankfort, it was 50, Moorhead, 53, Ashland, 53, Lexington, 50, and London, 51. Tonight, we are going to see some thunderstorms with a low of 53. There's a 78 chance of precipitation, and the sun will set at 7:50 p.m., so our days are getting significantly longer. Tomorrow will be partly cloudy, and the high will be back up at 65. The sun will be rising at 7:27 a.m. Next week is looking like a good week to be on campus. Today was 65 with rain showers and a low of 53. Tomorrow will be 65 with a low of 46 and it will be partly cloudy. Saturday will be 75, partly cloudy with a low of 61. Sunday will be 45 with a chance of rain showers and a low of 37. Monday will be 61 with a low of 43 and it will be sunny. Tuesday will be 69 with rain showers and a low of 54. And Wednesday will be 70 with a chance of rain showers. Now, back to Austin with sports.
Moorhead State's softball team were defeated in their doubleheader against EKU Wednesday as they fell 6-1. The Eagles led offense with junior catcher Peyton Slater and sophomore Taylor Rhea. Slater was able to pull a 2 for 5, while Rhea scored the team's only run and an RBI. The Eagles have a short break before their next game in a weekend series against Southeast Missouri. The first game is set for 7 p.m. Saturday. It will end the series with a doubleheader set to start at 3 p.m. This Monday, the Moorhead State volleyball team beat in-state rival EKU at McBrayer Arena, defeating the Colonels with scores 25-19, 25-14, and 25-20. Abby Holzman accomplished a career high of 16 kills, which led the Eagles to victory. The Eagles will host Jacksonville State in a 2-game series at Johnson Arena this Sunday and Monday. More news after the break.
MSU is learning.
School spirit.
Teamwork.
MSU is Greek.
MSU is diverse.
Historical.
Beautiful.
MSU is educational.
Fitness.
It's hands-on.
MSU is the sound.
MSU is art.
MSU is potential.
MSU is much more.
A new mural has been painted on the front of the Pasquale's building on Main Street. The artwork was painted by the Louisville-based company, Often Seen, Rarely Spoken. MSU's Galding Yang Arts Gallery Director, Melissa Youngblood, is working closely with the community organizers on the project. She says that she has been a part of things like this in the past, and they have always seemed to bring the community closer together. March 8th through the 12th marked the Student Government Association's Mental Health Week, hosted by the Campus Involvement Committee. NewsCenter checked in to see what events took place.
Moorhead State's Student Government Association kicked off their Mental Health Week earlier this month. I sat down with the Vice President of Campus Involvement to see what the week entailed.
So we planned for our version of a mental health week. During that week, we did a hypnotist and self-meditation presentation by Salish, who is the hypnotist that comes during New Student Days. And then we did like a yoga night on Thursday, and it was just online yoga. And everyone just came, did it, cameras were off, cameras were on too. And we just kind of, did yoga together. And on Friday, I was able to table in ADUC and hand out like adult coloring books and colored pencils. And that was awesome, really big. Everyone, there was not a single book left. So that was awesome. We started a thank you card campaign. So essentially what that is where you just, write a little thank you note, and I'll take those to counseling and health services, and they'll give those to students who are going to counseling sessions. And essentially it's just kind of like, thank you for prioritizing your mental health, and, keep it up, encouraging them to keep on going.
Although the events were mostly virtual, Clatworthy says that she is very thankful for the outcome of everything.
The turnout was surprisingly pretty good on the night that we had the hypnotist come. That was one of the most awesome things that I've ever experienced over Zoom. The yoga turnout for online yoga was really awesome too. On Friday, turnout for that was great. I mean, I couldn't have asked for anything better. I just stayed there until every book was gone, and I was only there for an hour and a half, and I had over 107 books. So that was awesome.
Facing her own struggles with mental health, Clatworthy expresses why this week is so important to her.
My first semester here, I came in as a junior. I didn't realize until I was on my own just how poorly my mental health could get by not acknowledging it, not taking care of it. It just is really important to me because after that semester and after, I was able to, participate in our Real Wellness Week and just participate in other kind of mental health things that were happening on campus, I realized just how much better I felt and how much more productive and more motivated I was to do what I needed to do. I was able to prioritize better what mattered to me by prioritizing my mental health.
For NewsCenter, I'm Alyssa Williams.
MSU's Associate of Applied Science and Veterinary Technologies program has been ranked as the nation's best associate program and the second best overall program by online magazine Intelligent.com. According to MSU Professor of Veterinary Sciences, Dr. Philip Prater, the program has seen a 100% job placement rate for several years now, as well as upwards of 75% of students passing the certification exam every year. We'll be right back after the break. MSU's Eagle Diversity Education Center and DREAMS program sent off MSU Minority Academic Services Coordinator Dr. Corey Clark this past Tuesday. NewsCenter had the chance to speak with some of his students at the Ox Cord War farewell event in Aduc.
This event right now that we're currently holding in our ballroom is our Ox Cord Wars. This event is our last and final farewell and bringing all of our dream cohorts, our mentors, our mentees, every minority who wants to be in a position of outreaching, communicating, networking with other minorities on a PWI campus. And this event is thrown by Dr. Clark. And so this is his last couple days at Morehead State University, so he wanted to do a big festivity thing where we can get everyone together and say his final farewells to all of us and everything, with just saying he has done all he can, and he wants us to take what he has started and keep it going for the university. Dr. Clark has done so much for me. I have known him ever since I have graduated from my high school in Louisville and coming here. He has taught us to break our boundaries, get out our comfort zone. That's his main thing, is getting out your comfort zone. So you can go from being a shy person coming from high school and being the most interactive person at Morehead just by the way he talks to you. Once you get your comfort zone, he invites you to do stuff that you're not even used to doing.
We love you. We're going to miss you. We're never going to do amazing.
He gives great opportunities for everybody to branch out, build up your skills, build up your resume. He wants to see the best that anybody can do. He wants you to become like a seed and grow into a flower.
St. Clair Healthcare has an additional supply of COVID-19 vaccines. They opened up appointment slots for MSU students 18 years old or older. Appointments are available for almost 400 students on a first-come basis. To schedule an appointment, call the St. Clair scheduling team Monday through Friday at 606-783-7539. Be sure to check your school email for future information regarding vaccine availability. And that's all the news we have for you this evening from everyone here at NewsCenter. Good night, and thanks for watching.